Hello everybody, happy Thursday, welcome back. I am Sarah Tremblay. I am the head instructor of Mobile Art Studio and Art University at the Leesburg Center for the Arts. We are going to continue our series on the elements of art with today's lesson being on form. So what's form? In art, form refers to anything that is three-dimensional or anything that has a length, width, and height. Some forms are considered geometric and are recognizable and have names that we assign to them, like spheres, pyramids, or cubes. Other forms are more organic and don't have any defined parameters or names. Some examples of art that has form includes architecture, fiber art, sculpture, just to name a few. So that was your recap on what form is defined as in art. On the accompanying blog post for this lesson, you can also find some pictures of some famous sculptures that are a great way to see form in real life. For today's lesson, our actual art project, we are going to create our very own sculpture using something that y'all can find around the house. We are going to be using empty paper towel and toilet paper rolls. Here's a breakdown of everything that you need. You need your rolls. You could use paper towel rolls, toilet paper rolls. You don't need a ton, just a few will be fine. We're not looking to make some huge sculpture. If you want to, though, that'd be really cool. Make sure to show us the pictures. But we can stick to something small to start out with. You're also going to need some tape that's going to hold the rolls together. And I want you guys to find a cereal box or a piece of cardboard. Basically, that's going to act as your base. And if you want to, you don't have to, but you can also have some markers or paint or crayons on hand to decorate your rolls. You are also going to need some scissors. Parents, you might want to watch your kids. We are going to be cutting into the paper towel rolls, so just be careful, guys. Pay attention to what you're doing. So what you're going to do first is you're going to grab your paper towel rolls and you are going to decide if you want to decorate them or not. You don't have to. You can if you want to. Go ahead and decorate them first. After you decorate, you are going to cut the paper towel rolls into rings. They don't even have to be maybe an inch or so wide. I'll have examples in the tutorial video after this, but you don't have to cut them really thin. A little bit of heft to them. Just really getting as many as you want to have. Then what you're going to do with your cereal box or other piece of cardboard, make a base. It does not have to be like a rectangle or a square. You can decorate the base as well, depending on what you want your sculpture to look like as your finished product. Completely up to you. Creative brain, turn it on. Let's get it going. Let's use it. What you're also going to do after you have all of your rings and your base ready to go, I want you to start to place the rings together to see what sort of form your sculpture is going to take on. Once you have a general idea, you can take your tape and start taping the rings together. And once you have your desired shape, you can then put it onto the base. You can also work from the bottom up and glue your paper towel rolls and toilet paper roll rings directly to the base and then building on top of them to see what sort of form happens. It's a little bit more free form. It's not as planned as building them structurally and then adhering them to the base. Up to you again. You guys get to decide how you want to execute this project. After you do that, make sure it's on the base really well, and that's your sculpture. I'm excited to show you what mine turned out like. I hope that you guys are having a really wonderful week. I want you all to stay safe out there, and don't forget to create. Thanks, guys. Alrighty guys, here we go. I am going to help you create your very own sculpture. So first I took my cereal box and I decided to cut off all of the excess so I was left with just a plain rectangle. And this rectangle, like I said before, is what I'm going to start and use as my base. Next I'm taking my paper towel and toilet paper rolls and I decided to decorate mine. I just grabbed some markers and I decided to use a spiral pattern all the way around in multiple colors. So almost was like a candy cane effect, I guess you could say. That takes a while. I'm going to speed it up. Here we go, that's what it looks like. So cool, and now it's time to cut it up into your rings. I'll show you just how thick I did mine. Wasn't too thick, I wanted to have enough rolls. And while you're doing this, you are going to get some jagged edges. Don't think too far into it, it will be just fine. And that's my rings. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of the roll all the way down. Then I decided to change my base as well. I cut it into a smaller circle, and then I decided to add a really cool jagged edge to mine. So that's what I'm doing here. And that's what he looks like. I really love the way that it turned out. There's all my rolls! It was really, really fun doing that shot. Once you have all of your rolls, though, we're going to go into the next step, and that's actually assembling your sculpture. So you get your base, you get your tape, and you get your rolls, and then you're going to go ahead and make your sculpture. That's what mine turned out. Hope you guys enjoy this project. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to create, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. New videos every Thursday.